Here's a quick video to show you guys how to make an old dangerous lamp that was a fire hazard safe again. I'm talking one of those old vampire non-polarized plugs. This is a lamp that had a vampire plug. Now, what exactly is a vampire plug? Well, a vampire plug was a type of plug that was around years ago. I don't even think they're legal anymore. I haven't seen them probably in 30 odd years, maybe more. But I remember my dad used to always buy them because, you know, he was lazy, and what they allowed you to do is you just cut the cord flush and you put like a plastic end over it, and it had a plug that you basically spread the prongs out, stuck it over the wire, and squeezed the prongs down. And what it did was it pierced the wire and made a connection through these prongs that stuck in. Teeth. That's why we call them vampire plugs. The problem with them is your connection point was very small and had a tendency to heat up. And many fires were caused by these vampire plugs. And that's why I believe they got banned, because I haven't seen them in years. And if they're still available, I would be very surprised. What I'm going to do today in this video is we're going to replace this one with a proper polarized plug. A polarized plug has one blade that is larger than the other. This goes to the neutral side and the hot wire goes to here. But first we need to determine which wire is neutral. Now, neutral is going to be going, it's not this plug, by the way, but neutral goes to the screw. The hot wire is going to go to the center pin. To determine this, I need to use my voltmeter to find out which one of these is the neutral. So first, let's just push the cord through so that we've got the cord already into the end of the plug. And then we're just going to open up the wire and we're going to strip it back. And while we're at it, we can actually even inspect and see what damage was already here from when it was being used with that bad plug. So let's open it up and see if there's any indication that this was ready to burst into flames. Good chance that there's going to be some visible charring of the wire around the point where the pin plugged in. Any indication here? We'll just look at the other one too. We'll get a close-up view and see. And then we'll figure out which wire is actually the neutral wire and which wire is the hot wire. So here's the two wires. See if there's any indication that there was any type of it all depends on how big a bulb had been used, right? If it was just a small bulb, you probably never see it, but oh yeah, right in here you can see where the wires were, where the pin was sticking in there. You can actually see some right down there. Of course, I can't get any closer, but you can see right down there some pitting. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my meter on. Now the lamp's way up in the air, you guys can't see it. I'll have to tilt the lamp down, but I'll just hold one wire. I'll hold one onto the one wire here, and I'll just touch the other wire to the socket and see whether it beeps. It's got a table on this lamp to make it tough to work on. But we'll figure out which one's which. And it is that one. That's the wire. So this is my neutral. If we look at the wire close enough, probably see that there's some ridges on one side or the other. That's the neutral wire. So we're going to put that one on the larger bladed plug. So neutral goes onto the silver colored prong. I'm going to tie a strain relief on here as well. So I'm just going to separate this wire a bit more and put a knot in here so that it doesn't get pulled through. And then we'll put the other wire under the other screw here. And then I just need to put the plug back into the boot. There we go. Okay, good. And there's the new plug. It's got a knot tied in the end here, which is going to hold the cord from, if someone pulls on the cord, from pulling it off the screws. Screws are down as tight as I could turn them, tightening them to the point where I was actually bending the prong in slightly, but there we go. That's now safe. It's good for another 100,000 miles, as they say, and it is now a polarized plug, whereas the old vampire plug was not. You could plug it in either way. And of course, you want to have a polarized plug because when you're changing the light, if you were to touch the metal here while you're changing the light, you could give yourself a shock if this was live and you were touching something else that was grounded. So it's important to have the neutral on the side that you could possibly make contact with if it was plugged in. Like I am now. I'm making contact with this. I won't get a shock though because this is a polarized plug. It's plugged into a polarized outlet and it's neutral. The hot is in the middle. Anyway, that is that. That's how you change a line cord, put a polarized plug on. This is a really short cord on this lamp too. But that's how you put a polarized plug on an old lamp and get rid of those vampire plugs because those are a fire hazard waiting to happen. Thanks for watching.